Imagine this moment. The hustle and bustle of the day is behind you, silence has settled over the house, and you are preparing for one of the most natural yet deeply intimate rituals, going to sleep. You've already settled under the covers, feeling the tension slowly leave your muscles when you hear a familiar sound. Claws on the floor, a soft leap, and your dog, ignoring their expensive, anatomically correct bed in the corner, confidently takes a spot right next to you. For many owners, this is a familiar, almost mundane scene, but have you ever wondered what is actually happening in this moment? Why does a dog, having all the conditions for a comfortable sleep alone, choose you? Many see this simply as a search for warmth or a desire to occupy the most comfortable spot in the house, but the science of animal behavior, ethology, tells us about something much more complex and beautiful. Welcome to the Insightful Tale Channel. Here, we don't just observe our pets' habits, we decode them. Today, we will dive into the psychology of co-sleeping, this ancient biologically driven mechanism that has bonded us with dogs for thousands of years. It is not just a matter of convenience, it is a matter of trust, safety, and the highest form of attachment. And today you will learn what your four-legged friend is actually trying to tell you when they settle down at your feet. Before we move on to the fundamental facts, we need to dismantle one of the most persistent yet harmful myths in the history of cynology. You've likely heard the phrase, "If a dog sleeps in your bed, they think they are the boss." This idea of dominance was born in the mid-20th century based on studies of wolves that were later recognized as flawed when applied to domestic dogs. Scientists studying canine behavior initially misinterpreted aggression in artificial groups locked in enclosures. Fortunately, modern research, such as studies from the Journal of Veterinary Behavior, has proven domestic dogs do not think in categories of human hierarchy or the struggle for so-called alpha status in the bedroom. In ethology, there is a concept called the secure base, a fundamental principle of how a dog perceives its owner. If your dog chooses the bed, they are not breaking the rules. They are confirming their bond with you. Abandoning this outdated dominance theory is the first step toward seeing your dog not as a rival or a territorial invader, but as a full-fledged emotional partner seeking protection in you. Let's now look into the lab and understand what happens from a biological perspective when you sleep together. This is where neurobiology comes into play. You've likely heard of oxytocin, the hormone we call the love hormone or the trust hormone. Research published in PLOS One shows amazing data. Oxytocin levels in dogs increase significantly during physical contact with a human, and this process is cyclical, forming what is known as the oxytocin loop. When a dog presses against you, their brain receives a signal, "I am safe, I am with a loved one." In response, your brain reacts the same way, releasing neurotransmitters of calm. But that's far from all. Studies in endocrinology recorded in Nature Animal Behavior confirm a decrease in cortisol, the stress hormone, in dog owners who practice co-sleeping. Morning cortisol levels in such people are consistently lower than in those whose pets sleep separately. This means that the presence of a dog nearby works like a mild natural anxiolytic, a substance that reduces anxiety. You literally calm each other on a hormonal level every night, building an invisible but physically tangible barrier against the stress of the outside world. Now let's look back through the centuries and understand why this habit is so strong. The answer lies in our coevolution. About 15,000 years ago, when ancient dogs first began to approach human campfires, sleep became a critical moment. For a wild animal, sleep is a time of maximum vulnerability. In nature, packs of canines always sleep together, huddling against each other. This is not just for warmth, it is for collective vigilance. When dogs were domesticated, they naturally transferred this instinct to humans. For your dog, you are a member of their pack, and when they sleep next to you, they are fulfilling their ancient function. They are guarding your sleep. Look at how lightly a dog sleeps. They react to every rustle. They are always aware of where you are. Even in sleep, they remain a living alarm. This is genetic memory. Archaeological evidence from anthropology journals shows that in ancient burials, dogs often lay next to people's feet. This is a partnership forged by millennia of evolution, where the human gave warmth and the dog gave peace and protection. There is another phenomenon being discussed more and more in the scientific community: the synchronization of physiological rhythms. Research in sleep medicine reviews suggests that when a human and a dog sleep nearby, their heart rates can sync up with each other. This is called co-regulation. Your steady breathing and calm pulse act on the dog like a metronome, helping them sink into a deep sleep phase faster. In response, their steady, deep breathing lowers your heart rate, helping you cope with insomnia. This is a symbiosis that we are only beginning to realize. People suffering from anxiety disorders often note that it is easier for them to fall asleep when they feel the weight and warmth of a dog nearby. This gives a sense of grounding. The dog is here and now, they are real, they are calm, and that means the world around is also in order. This is a powerful therapeutic effect available to us for free every night. However, as responsible owners, we must look at the situation soberly. There are circumstances when co-sleeping requires special attention. Firstly, it is a matter of space and the quality of your own sleep. If you wake up feeling broken, this inevitably affects your relationship with the dog, and in this case, it's better to organize a comfortable sleeping place next to the bed. But there is also a medical aspect that cannot be ignored. Sudden changes in behavior are always a signal. If a dog that has slept separately for years suddenly begins to persistently demand the bed, or if they become restless, frequently change positions, sigh heavily, or whimper in their sleep, this could be a symptom. Sometimes this is how hidden physical pain manifests, such as arthritis that intensifies at rest, or even signs of cognitive dysfunction in elderly dogs. They seek your warmth to alleviate discomfort. Another important point is so-called resource guarding. If a dog growls when you try to adjust the blanket or move them, this is not dominance. It is a fear of losing a safe place. In such cases, you need to work with a professional dog trainer rather than just banning the bed. Observe your dog. Their behavior at night is an open book written in body language, so let's summarize. The bed is not about rules and not about who is in charge. It is about unconditional trust. When your dog chooses the bed, they are choosing you as their safest place in the world. In our lives full of technology, stress, and speed, this simple action, lying down together, is an act of profound attachment. It is their way of saying, "I am here, I am calm, I am with you." Treasure these moments. This is the very soft power that makes us more human and dogs happier. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please support our channel The Insightful Tale with a like and a subscription. This helps us create more content about the psychology of our pets. Does your dog sleep with you? Or maybe they have their own special bedtime ritual? Tell us about it in the comments. It's very important for us to know your stories. See you in the next video, and remember, love is the best medicine we can give each other.